What scares you? Are you afraid of the supernatural, spiders, clowns, or not living your life the way you want to? That last one frightens the hell out of me. The only thing that strikes more fear in me than death is the fear of not living now. So what does that mean? Am I talking in the literal sense, as in blood pumping, heart beating, breathing in and out? Or is it more psychological in its intent? I'm afraid it's definitely the second one. Fear is one, if not the strongest emotion that we all face. Machiavelli had said, "It's better to be feared than loved." This plays a role in life that is so powerful that it has been the go-to for politicians and kings since the dawn of time. So if this emotion is so powerful, how do we overcome it? And what can be done today to stop being afraid to start living your life and doing the things that you want to do? I dare you to conquer your fears and use these tips in this video to help make the change. Unless you're too afraid. Why am I talking about fear? The reason I'm making this video is because I see too many people fall victim to fear rather than doing the things that they want to do with their lives. Whether it's fear of embarrassment, fear of expectations placed by tradition, or fear of starting a new career or business, or fear of love. We all suffer from being afraid. I'm here to say that fear should be looked at differently. Of course it's scary, that's the nature of the beast. But what I'm referring to is what lies just beyond fear. That moment when you achieve what it was that you were afraid to start or see through. Fear, in a way, is a barrier, and once we overcome it, we gain a rite of passage. Now, fear has many faces. The face of fear in which I'm referring to is the kind we place upon ourselves. I have dealt with situations both big and small where fear almost won out, but by persevering through, it has made all the difference. Some of my earliest memories of being afraid was something so simple. As a child, I wouldn't want to go out to my friend's house for birthday parties. I was petrified. I didn't want to leave my parents or be alone. I would beg and cry out not to go. But like clockwork, every party I went to, I had so much fun. When my parents would come and pick me up, I wouldn't want to leave. As an adult, the fears were no longer as trivial as birthday parties, but fears of disappointment or failure were the new go-to. When starting out in real estate, I was afraid to fail, screw up, or lose money, or even worse, admit failure. But if I gave in to fear, I would not be here talking to you right now about how great the outcome was. The one thing I had noticed by being in real estate, when I would talk to other people about what I did for a living, 90% of the time, the person I was talking to would say that they wanted to get into real estate too. But when I pressed them for why they didn't get in or pull the trigger, there was a million excuses, but all of them translated to fear. Fear isn't only with businesses or careers. It goes for love and being yourself as well. Even in this world that's the most accepting it's been throughout history, there are still people afraid to be themselves or love who they want to love. It's a shame that as humans, sometimes we let fear hold us back from the things that give us true meaning and fulfillment. If you are being held back by fear, you will never achieve true happiness. So enough about what fear is. How do we overcome it? The answer is actually the thing that brought us to here in the first place. It's fear. You should be more afraid of missing out on the life you want, the business you can create, the life of fulfillment that you will miss out on, the happiness you will never feel. The fear of missing out on those things should strike a deep chord inside you. This should help you make the steps that you need to make to do what you want to do and need to do. As far as I know, we get one chance on this earth. If this is my one shot, I want to make sure that I do everything to make a life living worthwhile. Don't be afraid of the consequences. They could never be worse than the outcome of not taking the chance. Even if you fall flat on your face, you will pick yourself up and try again. Why? Because it's what your true desire is. But if that doesn't stir motivation within you, here are some tactics you can use to overcome fear. Seek help from a group of like-minded people. Having camaraderie can do wonders. You can also see things from a perspective that you haven't before. Write down the pros and cons of the situation. I can almost predict with absolute certainty that the pros will always outweigh the cons if it's a true desire that you feel. Face your fears, even if it's not to the extent of confronting your actual fear directly. Talk to others close to you to get their reactions. Ask them what they think. More often than not, you will be pleasantly surprised. Just do it. Just go out and make it happen. Caution to the wind, naysayers be damned. Make the change today. Don't psych yourself out or overthink it too much. When I wrote this, I was hoping to help others overcome their fears. If you have a fear you're trying to overcome or have already overcame, please leave it in the comments below. I put out weekly content that ranges from solving life's problems to how to make and maintain wealth. So if you like this content, please hit like and subscribe below and that notification bell. And if you'd like to learn some more, here's a video you can watch. And as always, live affluently.